100% of women want to get with the top 20% of guys. That leaves 80.
Ladies and gentlemen, from with Mr. Rollo Tomasi and Michael Santana here, what they're actually basically discussing is basically the Pareto Principle, which is basically an engineering, economic, as well as a mathematical theory, which states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of the consequences comes from 20% of causes, which are the vital few, which is also basically known as the 80-20 rule. And what you're hearing, basically, ladies and gentlemen, is a bastardized version of the Pareto Principle, in which Rollo claims that 100% of women get with 20% of the guys, which in practicality and reality, that's absolutely impossible to do. There's absolutely no absolutes in life. It's possible that many could go with the 20%, but we don't really know. And of the 80% of women that actually go with the 27 men, think about it in like a much, much deeper lens, right? Are those women really trying to get at these men genuinely? Or are they actually trying to get at these men basically for what they have, for materialistic goods? Because some of them will do it, and some of them will probably do it due to genuine burning desire. And can be some women that actually will get with dudes, right? That don't even have the top 20% income, but they have all these other quirks of mini game when it comes to personality and character building, showing them basically like a good time so that they'll be able to actually build together. So there are a lot of factors that's actually much more gray than what Rollo is actually basically explaining. Now, with the Tinder data that they've actually shown, right? My question is to Mr. Michael Sartan as well as to Rollo Tomasi is, where did they get that Rollo and all the statistics from there from? Do they have like a source? Do they have any empirical data evidence that actually shows this? Are there any links that actually provide this types of data based on the graphs? And when did basically the sample size and the modeling, when did the data recording mainly take place, right? Based on all the recordings that they've done, in which they see approximately 80% or 78% of women actually go with the top 20% of guys on Tinder. Have you ever saw like the specific civics win match? Have you ever basically dealt with founding farmers, blacklove.com, eHarmony? Have you had all these statistical data in regards to those sites as well to confirm the principle that you're actually stating as well? Those are the questions I actually really want to know, Just throw analytics and throw details from a dude who has deep knowledge of applied mathematics and engineering.